Well, it looks like Graham Platner is going to remove himself from the race. He has requested that he have input on who's to replace him, and I think there's merit in that. Stephen King supported Platner and wanted him to stick it out. And I'm sort of inclined to think that too, because I'm highly sus of an accusation that's half a decade old, all of a sudden surfacing at this time. But I think the essential thing is that we must recognize what Platner was campaigning on and what his policies were and why he had such a huge grassroots following. And the thing with the grassroots following, when you have people power, all the advertising money in the world is not going to undercut that. But some dirty tricks do, and I think there's been a lot of dirty tricks played against Platner. I think it's essential that progressives realize this. People like Schumer, Booker, who take funds and continue to take funds from Israel and put Israel's concerns before Americans' concerns, need to be primaried and gotten rid of. And I think the other thing is that centrist Democrats, a long time, have sort of, like Republicans, have had their noses in the trough. And I think it's essential that those policies that have been pushed by Platner, one, no support for Israel, refusal to take funds from AIPAC and from the Israeli lobby. Two, to bring in the taxes on oligarchs and to cut down their influence on politics and them buying our governments. And the same thing with big corporations. We need policies that represent working Americans, average working Americans. And, call it democratic socialism, whatever you want. But those are policies that worked under FDR that made us actually one of the greatest countries on the planet at that time. We're certainly not there now. Places like China are decades ahead of us in production of automobiles, in production of electrical vehicles, in clean energy, all those things. They're decades ahead of us because we've allowed big corporations, we've allowed the trillionaires, the oligarchs to send labor forces, to send our industry overseas for cheap labor. That started with Reagan, and Reagan's no hero to me. So it's important that, yes, I think that Graham Platner's, whoever he endorses, that we support him. I think it's a sad loss. I think Platner had his heart in the right place, and I think he genuinely represented the people of Maine. And we have to ask ourselves, who was more damaging to women, Platner or Collins, who continually supported everything from Trump, and we know where Trump stands with women, and also the Supreme Court decision that killed Roe versus Wade and put women's health at risk. So think on those things and don't let the centrist Democrats hoodwink you. Stay firm, stay true.